Hey, call me Shape. And today I'm reacting to a video titled 38 Dating Coach, but men don't choose her. Let's get right into it.
I don't have a man, you right. And you actually made a video describing perfectly as to why I don't have a man. Let's play it.
I gotta realize, bro, the older you get, the least amount of options you're going to have. Like, think about it, bro. Everybody in your age group is gonna start having kids.
And you were absolutely correct. At my age, the attractive men my age, all of them got kids because they just like you. They went around having kids when they was young, and so now they got children, right? And I don't want no man with kids. So you did a great job explaining that part. It was real cute listening to you use your age as an excuse as to why you had a child instead of marriage. But I remember when you said this.
And see, this is the problem. Like, nobody thinks having a kid with somebody. Y'all think getting married is a bigger commitment than having a child with someone.
You remember when you said that? It's crazy watching y'all move the goalposts and act as if because you've been paying 50-50 and being a roommate with your baby mama, that somehow that makes you not a baby father. You're absolutely a baby father. You're a baby mama maker, like I said you are. Stringing that girl on for 6 years while you played the field in and out of these DMs of these girls on TikTok sending explicit pictures, you'd have been putting that girl through it, right? So let's not get on here and pretend and act like you one big happy family and that you've been this wonderful, great, faithful man throughout that 6 years. Every dude got that one girl who always just there, right? After they finish playing around in the streets and messing with all these random girls, there's always this one girl who just there that they can sleep with at their convenience and mess around with. And I guess that was yours. And you just slipped up and got her pregnant this time. But let's not play games and try to change definitions and act like just because you live in the house with her and you've been in this on and off relationship for 6 years that somehow makes you a father instead of a baby daddy. You playing semantics. I ain't never seen.
Okay, so let me stop her right there. She's going in on this dude, okay? Now, I've covered Dana before. Shout out to Dana, okay? I got some good clips of her. She helped me make some of my videos without knowing she helped me, okay? She got some good clips because she be holding women accountable, right? But now we got to hold you accountable, Dana. We got to hold you accountable, okay? I'm going to bring you to the fire. First of all, if you don't know Dana's age, Dana is 38 years old. No kids, and she's a dating coach. No kids. She's older than me. Okay? Now, some of her issues that she's having is she wants a man, all the men her age that are attractive have kids. Now, Dana, at 38 years old, she says, I don't want a man with kids. Well, guess what? You can't get what you want, baby. See, this is the problem. You're going to give women dating advice, but you don't realize it's not about what you want in the dating culture. It's about what you can afford. And a woman that's 38 years old can't afford a man that's attractive without kids. I'm the attractive man you're talking about without kids. I'm not going to date a girl that's 38. I'm just telling you, you get disqualified automatically. Respectfully. Just respectfully, okay? And you have no problem disqualifying people, right? You disqualify a man with kids, right? If he's older than 38. What about a man that's older than 38 that's not attractive? Why does he have to be attractive and no kids? Why does he have to have both? See, beggars can't be choosers. And in my opinion, she's going to be begging very soon, okay? Now, I also think it's funny that she's making fun of single dads. See, women do this all the time. When they have the opportunity to date better or they think they could date better, they go for better. So you don't want a man with kids, right? You don't want a man with kids. But you also don't want an unattractive man. So you don't want to date an unattractive man with kids. So what exactly do you want? A good-looking man that don't have kids, and let me guess, he don't cheat either, right? He just wants you and only you. He just been dreaming for a woman that's only almost 40 years old his entire life. Meanwhile, a man that's almost like in his late 30s and has no kids, he's in his prime. He's in his prime. So just keep it a stack. He's in his prime, all right? Now, I want to point this out because I don't want to hark on the video she's making fun of another dude. I want to go into her character, the way she thinks about dating and men and this type of stuff. She did a video about good men and good women. Let's take a listen. Hey, listen up, Shape Squad. Are you tired of being ignored by women? Well, download my free ebook, Be Attractive and Shut Up. It's going to teach you how to master attraction, build unshakable confidence, and win with women without words. Because chances are you're not ugly, you just talk too damn much. So download my free ebook, Be Attractive and Shut Up, and take control of your dating life right now. Now let's get right back to the content.
I don't trust good men and good women. people who proclaim to be these type of people, it's very performative usually. And if given the opportunity and they had the things that they would need to possess in order to not be good, they wouldn't be. Let me explain it further. A lot of men, I done said this before, they're not attractive and they don't really have much money. So when they claim to be good men, they're saying basically like, well, they don't cheat and may not put hands on women. Number one, you shouldn't be putting your hands on no woman, and you shouldn't be cheating anyway. But truly, the only reason why you're probably not cheating or dealing with a lot of women and you finally just settled down is because you never really were good with women, right? You've never had an abundance of women throwing themselves at you. You've never been in a position of a man who's desirable where you have the opportunity to have a lot of women and choose not to have a lot of women, if you get what I'm saying. Same with women. You got some women who claim to be good women and they dress modest, they act holier than thou, and they act like they so much better than 304s or more promiscuous or wilder, free-spirited women. But the truth is, if you had the body, if you had the looks, you would be just as bad as those women. All right. The only reason why you uphold this title of being a good woman the way you do is because you don't have those things. But if you had a really nice body, if you really had a pretty face, you'd be out here trying to use men too. You'd be out here showing off your body all the time too. You'd be posting.
You know, it's very interesting. That's fascinating she said that. So let's break this down. She don't believe in good men or good women. She thinks it's performative. And she thinks mainly these people are performing because if they had the opportunity to not be good, they wouldn't be. Okay, so meaning if you're an attractive man and you had girls throwing themselves at you, you'd actually take advantage of this. Okay, and I get what she's saying. You know, listen, she's describing a man like me. I'm going to be respectful and say this, and I know a lot of people might be upset at me, but I'm that kind of guy. You want to know what I offer to YouTube? Is that I've been there. A lot of these women, they try to criticize men for being below them. Oh, like, yeah, you never been that dude to get girls and throw. I was that dude, okay? And the funny part when I was that dude at the height of my career, if you go to my Instagram, you'll see this, right? You go to my Instagram, what you're going to see is literally like a gallery of like photos of beautiful women because I used to be a model photographer for years, for a long time, almost 8 years, longer than I was a YouTuber, okay? That's why I'm really good at thumbnails. You want to know why I'm really good at thumbnails? Because I used to do Photoshop for photos. Anyway, during that time of my life, I got the most amount of women, not because I was so good at, talking to women or whatever, but I assume, like from what I get from my experience, is that the more women I was around, the more women felt like I deserved them. Women would literally throw themselves at me. Literally. Like one night stands, like all types of stuff. Like I got to the point where I was juggling like 4, 5, 6 girls at a time, and I wasn't even trying to. It wasn't something I was trying to do. It was just that all these girls were hollering at me at the same time, and they looked pretty good. So I was like, all right, I obliged. You know what I'm saying? So, but I think the flip side about this is, Dana, you think you're pretty. You think you have a body. So you're saying that you're a 304 too? So let me get this right. You're a 38-year-old woman who might be a 304 as well because you got the looks, you got the body. So you using your body and your looks to get men? We're going to get into that. Or I'm going to let her finish this part of the video. I thought she had some other interesting things to say, but we're going to address that.
Traps. You be doing a lot of the things that you claim to look down on. You only don't do it because you can't do it. That's why I said it before. I can respect a dude who's attractive and chooses to be a good man versus a man who is not desirable and chooses to be a good man, because you're doing it because you can't, right? It's one thing when you can do it and you choose not to. I respect a woman who she has the ability to use what she got to get what she wants, but she don't. Right? She got every opportunity to show off her body. She got every opportunity to use men, but she don't, right? That speaks more to who you are. When you can do something and you choose not to do it, that's because it's in you not to do it. It ain't got nothing to do with you not being able to. You don't do it because you don't want to. It's not. I don't trust.
This is all pontification, okay? Just because this woman pontificates doesn't mean she really understands what's going on, okay? I need you women to understand and assimilate to men. Understand men, okay? You don't understand, you're telling on yourself. Because What you're describing is the woman that should be admired is the woman with a good body that doesn't become a 304. That decides instead of, I'm going to have a whole phase, I'm going to get married when I'm in my 20s, my early 20s. But you're 38, unmarried, no kids, so you didn't do none of that, okay? And I got proof of this. But first, I want to still point the fact that she drags 304s and she drags hoes, even though she might actually be one. You guys remember when she talked about the girl that offered Duke Dennis some dome?
Begging to suck Duke Dennis' private area. That's how low down y'all girls are. This is why separation has to happen. There's no way under God's green earth that you think that I'm going to be in association with trash like that. It's just not going to happen.
Why did you think you're going to be in association with that? Who said that Dana was begging? You know, the fact that you felt like the shoe fit without anyone even suggesting the shoe fit is wild, right? When things happen, I don't go around saying, like, if some gangster shit happen, I don't go around, there's nowhere I'm going to be associated with gangsters. I'm not associated with gangsters. I'm not a gangster. I'm from the suburbs. So whatever happens with black men that looks bad on black men, I don't automatically assume that I'm associated with it. So why would you automatically assume you're associated with 304ism if you're not a 304? Anyway, debate the picture even more. Dana got a lot of ish. A lot of girls would attack her saying, oh, you know, do you got a BBL? Do you got a BBL? Do you got a BBL? Let's listen to what she has to say.
So my weight fluctuates up and down and it never stays consistent, but I ain't never had no type of surgery. Anytime I lose weight, it's always hard work from eating right and going to the gym every day, which I need to get back to doing. But it just blows my mind that I can talk about men 24/7 and then bring up BBLs one time and girls will swear that that's what my whole platform is dedicated to. Like, no, keep the same energy that you have when I address every other topic that I address on my page. Don't just get all up in arms when the topic become BBLs, but you don't have no problem when the topic is anything else that I like to talk about. All right, let it go. Y'all are not that important to people talking about you and dedicating the whole platform to you. But I don't have a problem with the surgery community. Do you?
So you can see she got a lot back there. She got a lot. Okay, I almost skipped it for you guys because it's at the end of the video. Damn. Okay, hold on. Dana, hold on. Let me show them. Let me show them what I want to show them. Okay, your page here is a little challenging to control it. Okay, slow that thing down. We seen at the very end there. Slow it down. Slow it down. What's this? Boom. What's that? What's that? And she's poking it out. Do you really think Dana's a girl who had a body and a face and didn't use what she was suggested women do with their body? She didn't do the exact same thing. Would you assume so? I'm just saying. I don't know. Would you assume so? Moving forward, I thought this video was very interesting. Let's listen to what she has to say.
Did you know that women that wear makeup are seen as more competent, more trustworthy, more attractive, more compatible, which can often translate into better jobs, better opportunities, more tips, higher salary? Now you're probably wondering, why is that? Well, let me break it down to you. When you present yourself as polished, it can influence the way people value your work. It shows that you take yourself seriously. You wake up early to get your hair done or do your hair. You wake up early to do your makeup. You go to the gym so your body looks nice. And so you must put that same effort into all of the things that you do. And for my...
There, I'm going to stop you. And I had to go looking. Let me go. Who is this girl? I never heard of her before. The video's doing pretty well. 600 something comments. She looks decent, okay, from what I could tell. But she thought that putting makeup on and getting your hair done and getting your nails done is polished. I would not agree with that. I don't agree with that. I think being clean, cleansy, eating well, hitting the gym, that's polished. You think it's makeup, nails, and hair. We disagree, okay? The fact that you said that makes me think of like a pig. If you put makeup on a pig, it's still a pig. It's a polished pig. It's still a pig, okay? So I found this video of her. Listen to what she has to say.
I heard the girls are looking for a green drink that's going to keep their waist snatched and their skin glowing. I'll show you how I make this drink here that I use to detox every morning. Not only does it keep you snatched, but it also helps deodorize the body and improve digestion. So think.
She's talking about deodorizing the body, improving digestion, but she's a big back. I know big backs might have little curves. They might feel like their butt's so big or whatever. But look how chubby the arms are, respectfully. Your gut's hanging out over this athleisure wear. And by the way, people like athleisure wear because it conforms to your body. If it was jeans or whatever, your gut might be poking out. Respectfully, okay? Let's talk about it respectfully, okay? So women give this advice like, oh yeah, I'm polished, I'm polished. Baby girl, you got a lot of weight to lose and you're giving advice. Pontification. That's all it is. These women feel like they can give advice because they sound good, but they don't look good, okay? I got a worse version of this. Listen to what this girl has to say.
And I'm going to make this video with no goddamn edits. If you are a black man, do not get online. Do not go out in public and ask us as black women why we will not speak to y'all. I'm not going to even cut this video. Okay, so here's the thing. Y'all are a mutation gene of us, and you have forgotten your fucking position. And then you're looking for your way back to your mama, right? And you riding through the matrix, the my tricks and my and her tricks, and you getting caught up in her web. You're in this system of patriarchy where you think that you running shit, and y'all are very dangerous. Y'all have become very dangerous through this false sense of superiority and power that you think you have over the black woman. That's why we're not speaking. Y'all are weird. And when I say weird, I mean y'all are wired different. Y'all are wired to a degree of entitlement, right? Y'all are very entitled. So once you go, hey, how you doing? And we say, hey, good, how you doing? We are expecting that it's just a hey, how you doing, period, point blank. After that, y'all follow up with trying to holler. It's not that the hollering is a problem, because some women may want that. I don't even like men enough for that.
Oh, we know you don't like men enough for that. We know, okay, Missy Elliot's ugly stepsister. We know, okay. I don't know if she's trying to bring back this lipstick style back in style. This was a style like in the 90s, but I ain't going for it, okay. Now, clearly she's down with 21 Savage, right? She's probably 21. She's 4L for life. She got the sword on the middle of her head, tattoos on the face. For a big girl, diabolical. She said something that was interesting. She said that men are a mutation gene of black women. Girl, where do you get your history from? We're a mutation gene of black women? Yeah. Oh, wow. Look, I'm going to say this, and I know it might rub you the wrong way, and this is not an act of piety, okay? It's not an act of piety. I do believe in God, but I don't think I'm like a religious figure like people describe it. But I think historically it could be argued, and I think it is argued, that men came first. I don't think women came first, okay? God made man first, and he could have stopped there, but he decided we should have some help, okay? And that was you, women. He didn't make you and then made us to help you. So y'all got it backwards. She also said that we're entitled. We're not entitled, okay? Just because we speak to you doesn't mean we necessarily want you. We just want to have conversation. We want to be polite. Social pleasantries. What's wrong with that? They got an issue with that. They got an issue with everything. They got an issue with everything. These women are crazy. Anyway, I found some women that we could agree with. Okay, I found some women we can have some discussions we can actually agree with. That's my goal. When I make these videos from now on, I want to find women on one side of the coin, and I want to find women on the opposite side of the coin, okay? So that's why what I'm trying to do is at the end of my videos, I want it to be the headliners, right? We're going to call these girls the headliners. These are the girls that are the main show. Everything in the beginning are just the opening acts, okay? But the main show is this. Okay, women that hold other women accountable, women that emphasize and exude the qualities of women that we want. I want to hear from wives. I want to hear from women that are in the gym. I want to hear from women with natural hair. Okay, so these girls got to have one of them in order to be the headliners. Let's see which one she has.
The only actual legitimate family you get to choose in this life is your husband, and you'll pick a loser? I want you to look yourself dead in the mirror right now. Give yourself a good hard look. Are you really going to let the one single legitimate family member that you have control over picking? You can't pick your parents, you can't pick your kids, you can't pick your siblings, your cousins, your second cousins, your auntie, your uncle, all that's out of your control. You can pick your husband. Are you going to marry a loser? Are you going to marry somebody who watches you work and take care of your kids alone? Are you going to marry somebody that you have to beg to do the bare minimum? Are you going to marry somebody who doesn't know how to plan a date night? Like, are we being for real? Or, like, are you trolling? You know? And, like if you are trolling, like, okay, now it's time to stop, bestie. Like, leave him alone, you know? Like, Maybe it was good while it lasted, but be for real, you know? This.
Be for real. A lot of you girls are picking losers. And I gotta salute her because she's a married woman. Okay, I don't want to go into her profile, but I did the looks. I'm gonna leave her link in the description if you guys want to check her out, if you want to see if she's thorough or not. But she's a married woman, or she's a fiance, and I'm gonna give her credit for that, okay? But she makes a very good point. You get one choice at a family member. Everyone else is given to you, okay? We're giving our mom, our dad, our siblings, your crazy uncle. You're giving all that. You get to choose one person, and you choose horribly. And this is why I think personally women are not good at choosing a long-term partner, because they're going to choose on things such as chemistry. They're going to try to find a man at the finish line. But I'm actually interviewing, shout out to Jeff St. James. I'm interviewing him tomorrow, 8 p.m. Friday, the 15th of August at 8 p.m. It's a live show. You guys could join. And let me know if, even in this video, if you want to let me know what kind of questions to ask him. He's a therapist that's going viral right now. But he said something that I really like. He said that the wrong woman is going to select for men at the finish line. The right woman is going to select the man who has the process. And now what he's trying to talk about is the man who does the work. He understands systems to getting to the finish line. And I think a lot of women now, when they choose so poorly because they want to choose a man at the very end. But when they choose a man that's at the very end, or like he hit success, he hit his stride, they have to compete, and they don't want to compete. So they end up just getting smashed and dashed, pumped and dumped, and they're all heartbroken. And now because they smash someone at that level, they think, okay, this is my new level. So they get stuck on their highest setting. That's what happens to a lot of women. So women, you're bad at choosing long-term partners. I think you need men to help. Don't trust Missy Elliott's ugly stepsister for advice, saying that men are so dangerous. When we see what happened with Sha'Carri, whatever her name is, and her attack on her boyfriend at the airport, right? She got arrested. She was trying to blame him and call for his name. I was going to do a video on that, but you know what? I've realized that I'm better doing my own kind of stuff. If you guys want to see that Sha'Carri video, go check it out. Go check it out on your own. But that was crazy, okay? Black women are very dangerous. And there's things that she said, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Anyway, so here's another headliner for the video. I liked what she's saying. She's holding black women accountable. Her text on her video says, why aren't more older black women physically fit? And the reason why this is important, because you guys have more time. Respectfully, and I get it. It wasn't, I get it, only a few people did it back in the day. Now it's becoming more popular, this whole gym culture thing. I get it. But let's be honest here. If you guys want to claim that you're the top of the top, you care about yourself, self-love, how come you weren't in the gym? How come you're out of shape? How come you got to wear a bunch of shapewear and you're not actually working on the body, you're just working on what covers it? Anyway, I'm going to let her speak and we're going to respond to it.
So I just want to chime into this conversation about how majority of black women in their 30s, like myself, and over 30 are overweight and out of shape. And to be honest, I hate to say it, but it is true. Like, I've been going to the gym consistently now for about a year. And when I tell you, in my gym, there's literally like maybe a handful of black women who go consistently. It is so sad. Like, and personally, I feel like going to the gym, eating right, being healthy is not only about creating the body that you want, but about staying healthy. Like, in your 30s, your bones start to get weak, things start to slow down. It's so important to stay active and healthy. So honestly, black ladies, please get that ass in the gym. Like, I'm gonna just leave it here. So
Great point. Shout out to Vesica. I believe she's from New Jersey, New York. If you see this video and you want to holler at me, okay, we can do some collab videos, stuff like that. I like this type of energy. And women need to know that I don't hate women. But I do have a prescription. The prescription is be fit, be friendly, be feminine, okay? I do have a prescription for women. It's very simple. It's not too hard. We don't have a laundry list. Fit, feminine, friendly, 3 Fs. I think you guys can handle that, okay? Now, I had to dig into her profile to prove that she's living the lifestyle that she's actually pontificating, okay? And it looks like she is. Here's a video of her. I'm going to take the volume off and just take a look at what you see. What do you see, okay? I see a girl whose waist is smaller than her hips. You know, you could see some of her collarbone, okay? It looks good, okay? It looks good. And that's what I want to say. Ladies, if you want a man of value, understand this is all he's asking for, okay? This is all he wants to see a thigh gap. You know what I'm saying? He wants to see there's a space between your thighs. I don't want to see thighs rubbing. I don't want to see the dark meat in between the thighs because the thighs been rubbing so much that the tissue on your leg has necrosis and it's starting to die. I don't want to see that, and the skin on your legs are chafing. I understand that some of you have been there before, and you guys got to just take the hit. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, okay? It is what it is. No different than a man who made a mistake and had to spend 20 years in jail. It is what it is, okay? You can't have the world bend towards you. You have to bend towards the world now, okay? But if you're younger and you're watching this content and you want to figure out how to set your life up, set it up like this. Start in the gym early. If you're a parent and you have young daughters, put your daughters in sports from the beginning. Have them always be an athlete from the beginning of their lives. It makes it easy towards the end of life. If you're a man, please understand, if you don't have a gym membership, you're doing manhood all wrong. You need a gym membership. You need to be eating healthy. You need to eat fruits, fresh fruits and vegetables, all right? Stop spending all your money on processed foods. If you look at your grocery bill and 90% of your bill is processed foods, you're effing up big time. Big time, okay? I'm plant-based. I know people got something against that. You say whatever you want, but I'm eating God's food, things that grow from the ground. Majority of what I eat grows from the ground. Okay? And it helps me be healthy. It helps me stay in shape. And I'm just passing it along to you. Okay? So you see, and with this video, I showed you that women want you to be attractive and they want you to be him. They want you to be that man. So you got to get your body up if you want to have access to women and not have to deal with all the crazies. You got to get your money up if you want to have access to women and not deal with all the crazies. Because let me tell you something. There's two types of men. Men who do above average with women. And so they get women above average men, right? More women than above the average men. Or men that get zero women at all. You pick and choose. Okay, 80% of women want 20% of men. You got to be in the top 20% or the bottom 80%. Your choice. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Channel blowing up. I appreciate you guys. Check out some of my other videos, and I'll see y'all over there.